friends, this is Tina Zink, Serene Stamper in Nova Scotia, Canada, and this morning I have been stamping cards like crazy, mass producing tons of cards. These are customer cards that I wanted to get out in the mail today, so I worked on them first thing this morning. And this is using the Happiness Surrounds stamp set, which is only available while supplies last or until the end of November. And on my November 12th blog, I have the supply list and just how I put that together. So these are really pretty simple cards, but I have also been making lots of other cards today using a one-sheet wonder technique, which some people are familiar with, some people aren't. And these are all the other cards I've been making for team members' birthdays and just different occasions that I need cards, because today is mailing day. So I have been stamping up a storm. So this is just such an easy technique. I had a workshop recently with a lovely group of new stampers, and of course this is very new to them, so I thought, you know, there's probably people that watch my YouTube channel and it could be new to you too. So I'm going to do a quick video because I need a couple more cards. So I'm using the Swirly Bird stamp set. This has been around for a bit. It's got some fun dies that coordinate with it, but I chose this one because of the big bold images. So a one-sheet wonder is basically covering an entire sheet of cardstock and then cutting it up for bookmarks and cards. You can also use designer series paper and cut it up, but this is just a fast way to use your stamps to create your own background. So I'm just pulling out some stamps here. Where's my itty bitty one? Here it is. Whoops, stuck to my finger. Okay, so I have pulled out these 4 circles as well as this tiny circle here. Oops. Okay, I am going to start with one of my big circles here. And I'm using the 2018-2020 in colors. These ones here. So I'm going to start with the lovely lipstick. Such a pretty red. So I'm just inking it up, and I've got some scrap computer paper underneath. You can tell I used it from my earlier cards. I'm just going to fold that over because I've got some plastic on my desk and I don't want to get ink on that. Oh, but I do want my stamp to stay on my block. Hang on. My block's not very clean. There we go. So now I'm just inking. Look how nice and bright that is. I obviously didn't get some ink on that whole stamp there, but I'm just stamping all over willy-nilly. This is willy-nilly stamping. Okay, there we go. Okay, next I'm using sort of the same image, just a little bit different. And for this one, I'm going to use the Grapefruit Grove. As you can tell, I got a little bit of blue on there, but that's okay. And stamping again. See, this is why you gotta be careful to clean your stamps. See how some of that blue went on there? But I don't usually stress about things like that too much. I did get some blue and see, some more blue. I did get some blue in my pink ink pad the other day. But all I need to do, and if it happens to you, is just take a little piece of paper towel and just dab at that ink and it will absorb it. You know what? I think I need another orange in there, maybe a little bit right here. And I'm overlapping a little bit. That's okay. There's no rules for this. No rules at all. Next, I'm pulling out Pineapple Punch. I'm taking my solid image. And I'm just going to go in and fill in the rest of those white gaps. See how quick this is? Overlapping a little bit. And you'd be surprised at how pretty the cards turn out using this technique. And I've done this with leaves and with flowers. All kinds of designs. Look through your stamps and you will see all kinds of different things that you can do. Now I'm taking Blueberry Bushel. Oh, we're going to need that yellow back, but that's okay. I'll come back to it. And I'm taking the little tiny circle and fill in again. just to fill in those little white spots. And those little blue smudgy bits, look at that, I'm getting covered with ink, you guys. It's because I'm rushing. There. I think that's good. Bringing back the pineapple punch. I'm now taking the little swirly image and I'm going to stamp inside those yellow bits just to continue that swirl look. Tie it all together. Can you see how it adds that swirl? I hope you can see it on the camera and with the lighting. If you have small little gifts to wrap and some white paper, guess what? You can make wrapping paper doing this. You can do all kinds. Alright, so I'm going to now cut this to make it into 4 cards. So take my trimmer out here, and I'm going to cut it down at 4, and this sheet down at 4 as well. I'm going to save that little bit. And then I'm cutting it at 5 1/4 so that it measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm saving all these little scrap bits, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those at the end of the video. Okay, so now I have some cardstock in the same colors, the lovely lipstick, the Grapefruit Grove, blueberry bushel, and pineapple punch. Okay, and you want to be a little bit liberal when you're putting on your main layers because you don't want them to fall off. So there's 1. Two. 3 and 4. Okay, now I have some computer paper, so I've cut this down 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going on the inside of my cards. And I will write the little expression, my sentiment, a little bit later. Do I really stamp this fast, you may be wondering? Sometimes. Days like today, where I have quite a list on my things to do, and I really want to make sure I get these cards in the mail, then yeah, I do some serious power stamping. I don't even have music on, once in a blue moon, but hardcore stamping and loving it, right? Okay, so now it's time to add some sentiments. So for the cards I did earlier, I used some different stamp sets. This one says, "Life is sweeter with friends like you." We've got "Happiest birthdays to you." And then just "Happy birthday." And you can see the different ways I use the ink pads. "Simply thankful for the good times." So a little bit of everything. So on these cards, I'm going to do a birthday, and I'm going to use this "Happy Birthday" right here. Okay, so I've got my happy birthday on there. We're going to make this yellow card the birthday card. So taking my pineapple punch, inking up the whole stamp, and I'm going to close my ink pads because I have so many things on my desk right now. I know I will accidentally touch it or get my cards on it. So now I've got Grapefruit Grove, and so I'm just inking up the bottom portion of this stamp. And blueberry bushel. And I'm going to do the same thing, just slightly tapping the top. Can you see that? Then stamp it right down. And then you get the different colors. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty darn cool. Okay, so now I need to trim that. Oh. Okay, so while I have the trimmer out, I have some scrap pieces beside me here. I'll just show you. I keep a file folder. That's how I store my paper. And so in all the hanging folders, I have my cardstock. And then in like the brights, I'll have a folder just with scrap pieces. And the regals, there'll be a folder just for scraps. Well, this is the scraps for the 2017-20, or sorry, the 2018-2020 in colors. So I really don't throw much away, that's for sure. Okay. And put that right on there like that. And it fits on there really, really good. I need to trim that a little bit. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm taking my dimensionals, grabbing a couple. And then I just decide where I want to put it. So do I want it to go this way, like there's so many different things that you can do. I'm actually going to put it right like that. And there's my birthday card, ready to go. So I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to use Enjoy Life for this one, and I'm going to use How Beautiful a Day Can Be When Kindness Touches It. And I'm going to, I'll do this one in the Grapefruit Grove. So for this one, I'm going to ink the whole stamp with my Pineapple Punch. Then I'm taking, let's see, Lovely Lipstick. And I'm going to ink the top portion. And then I'm going to take my Blueberry Bushel, and I'm going to do my best. Actually, I'm going to put it this way because it's clear and I can see. I'm just going to ink the bottom words. And then hope for the best when I stamp it. Push down nice and firm. Oh, that turned out not too badly. Okay, now for this one, I want to use my punches. I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch and center it inside. And my 2 1/4 inch punch. Actually, let's see, I think this might fit. Yes, it does. See, I wanted to use a circle punch instead of just straight across, just to see how that looks. I think I'm just going to put that here. Some more dimensionals. I think I like it that way, actually. There. So that's cool because that keeps the circle theme going on. And of course, I still have 2 more cards. I'll set them aside, and then when I need a certain card for a certain occasion, I just have to stamp it using whatever stamp set. So that is my video that I'm sharing for you today. All the different cards you can make by just making, you know, your own designer series paper. But the real key to making quick, beautiful cards is the Stampin' Up! color coordination, you can see how our inks coordinate with our papers perfectly, and that makes all the difference in the world. It just pulls it all together. So you can use Christmas stamp sets, Christmas colors. I mean, just go crazy and have fun with this. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Happy stamping!